back to our channel. My name is Ella and I'm so excited to have you here. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. On this channel, I share tips, tricks, hacks, everything you need to know about marketing your nonprofit. So at Ella Communications, we help nonprofit organizations and social enterprises to build and grow their organizations using digital media and communication. So if these are some of the things you want to learn for your organization, make sure you subscribe and also click on that notification bell so that you can get new information whenever we put out anyone here. And guess what? I'm going to be very serious about YouTube this time around and sharing tips, tutorials and all of that is going to help you to grow and market your organization. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a live tutorial on how you can create a newsletter for your nonprofit using Canva. Yes, you heard me. So I've been creating newsletters for a lot of organizations and I felt like, oh, my people are going to need this. You guys are going to need to learn how to create newsletters. So newsletters are shared annually or quarterly. Sometimes some organizations share theirs weekly, but depending on the routine you want to stick to. So a newsletter would normally contain information about what you have done previously, information about upcoming events, information about how you need people to support you, stuff like that, stories from the field, beneficiary beneficiary feedback and all of that. So depending on the information, I do not know what exactly you want to put in your own newsletter, but you would have to draft out that content. You can use Google Doc or use your Word, Microsoft Word, craft out that information, the content, and then you move on to designing it. Now, designing it just does something different for you. It helps you stand out as a brand, as an organization, and also helps you to attract more people. People like something that is good, something that is beautiful. And why not use Canva to do this for free? Yes, as a non-profit, you can get Canva for free, totally no cost, free forever. And I'm going to create another tutorial where you're going to see exactly, work with me, how I register Canva for a non-profit, one of the non-profits that I work with. So let's get straight into my computer so that we can create a newsletter together. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome to my laptop. So you can see on my screen we have my Canva account. Let me just move me here to the middle. Yeah, so we have my Canva account right here, and you can see I use Canva a lot. I have so many teams that I work with. But here's my Canva that we're going to be using. So like I said, I have a video where you can sign up to your Canva by yourself for free. That's for your nonprofit. So we're going to be creating a newsletter using Canva. So Canva helps us that are amateur designers to be able to create beautiful designs for free. All my designs you see on my social media platforms, except the ones I didn't do myself. All of them are Canva designs and I made them myself. In fact, all of them, except a few that I didn't do myself. But yeah, Canva has really helped me, but this is a pro account. You can actually get Canva for free, like I said before. So let's just get straight into it. Let's not talk too much. So there are two ways you can begin to do your designs. The first way is to come here to search through Canva's library. So you just drop a keyword based on what you're looking for to create. So you can do that. You can say newsletter or social media graphic, or if don't even say social media, say Instagram graphic or Facebook something, or presentation or certificate, something like any keyword in particular that you're looking for. You can just come here, type it, and to show you different templates that you can choose from. Or you can come to create a design and then you search for what you're looking for. They already give you inspiration, ideas on what to look for. So we're going to be using this option. We're searching for a newsletter. So we're going to just click on newsletter. I already have one open here. Okay, let's not use that. Okay, so we have these blank templates. You can see it's totally blank. there are different templates here. All you need to do is quite simple. Have your content written out already. So I have my own content written out here, and that's what we're going to be using. So have your content written out, and then just scroll through Canva's idea bank. I call it the idea bank, with different templates, and kind of imagine what you want your newsletter to look like, okay? Imagine what you want your newsletter to look like. You can only do this if you have written out your content. It makes it quite easy. So sometimes I switch between different templates. I don't use the same one template for all. So sometimes if you come to my designs, they look, will I say unique or different? Because I do not use the same template. But what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how I do that. We're going to come to this. I've used this before. When you click on it, you see something like this. Apply both pages. I can decide to apply both pages, or I can decide to apply just one page, which is the front page that I want. But then because I know my newsletter is going to be more than one page, I'm going to come here and click on add a page. This is the front page. Remember, I want the body of the newsletter. And I don't want it like this, but this is okay. But then I just want to show you what I do sometimes. So there was another template that I saw that I wanted to make the body of my newsletter. So yeah, this one. So I'm just going to click on this one. This body looks great. So it helps me to incorporate pictures and also incorporate text. Another reason why you may not like this may be because the text is too small. Sometimes that is not good for the eyes because it does not make your content readable. So you just have to keep flipping through to see which one works best for you and which you can use to your advantage as an organization. So you see, I've used all of these templates before. I just walk around it. So I think instead of this one, let's see, I'm going to add another inside page. Now, I love this. It helps us to also incorporate pictures. Now, anytime you're using Canva, you need to remember your branding. You need to remember your branding. So Canva has given you templates, giving you colors, giving you everything, but you would need to edit it based on your branding. So your brand font, your brand colors, and your logo has to be there. So to put up a logo on Canva, you just have to come to uploads, and then you upload media from your laptop or from your phone. But I would suggest you do this with your laptop because it's going to make it quite easier for you to navigate. So I'm just going to look for the logo of the organization I'm going to be using to create this. By the way, I'm using Solemn Collier Breast Cancer Foundation. These are the people I'm going to be using today for my tutorial. So if you are looking for an organization to support that works with breast cancer, Solemn Collier Breast Cancer Foundation is a very good foundation. I've worked with them so many times. They are the go-to organization to help with reaching out to people that have breast cancer in Nigeria. So now I've put their logo. I just put their logo to enable me pick the colors. So I'm going to move me here again. And so you can see these things at the top. So I'm using my laptop, mind you. So the view might be different on your phone, like I said before. So this is the text. This is the text size, this color, italics, you can make it bold. The alignment of the text, if you want it at the center, you want it at the side, if you want bullet points, the spacing of the text, the effects, you can animate it or anything, but we're just going to be working with these sections, this first 4 or 5. Yeah, so we're going to change it to SBCF because that's their short form, Solemn Collier Breast Cancer Foundation. SBCF Q1 newsletter. Remember, this is just a dummy thingy. You come up with your content and you design what suits you. So I like to expand this. Perfect. so I can see properly what I am doing. So I'm going to have here, one month of it, March 2022. I can decide to take this out because I don't want it. Remember, you're going to be editing this to suit your brand. So I want to remove the background of this logo. You can only do this, by the way, you can only do this on a pro account. You can't do it on a free account. If you want to do it on a free account, you have to use an external site. Remove the BG. You can use remove the BG to remove the background and bring it back to Canva, but then the quality of the image is going to reduce. So because I'm using a pro account, I can easily do that. So I went to edit image and I went to background remover, and you're seeing the background has been removed, and then I click on apply. And so we have this here. Canva has overdone themselves here. Kind of took something out of that. But anyways, we're just going to use it for the dummy today. So I'm going to align these. You can see the 2 lines or 3, so many lines. All these lines, all these pink lines just helps you to know when your text is aligned. So this, you see the way everything forms a square. It helps me know that my text is properly seated, it's properly aligned. Then I want to reduce the text. I come here, just right here to the edge, and I can pinch it in or pinch it out. So that's how you reduce a text. But if you want to go the longer route, you can just come here and keep reducing the text number. But then it makes it easier and sweeter when you're doing it this way. So you want to push this SBCF, and then you want to put a picture. So I'm going to just use one of the pictures from, by the way, I just created their newsletter a few weeks ago. So I'm going to be using a picture from their own community. Then we want to change the color. Remember, we're sticking to brand colors. Usually Canva will give you the colors on the photo. So once you upload your logo, Canva makes it so easy for you. You can pick the major colors from your logo. And I expect that your brand colors are on your logo. So that makes it quite easier. So you see, I've changed everything to pink because that's their color. And so in this issue, you can have monthly recap, you can have upcoming events, support, and contact info. So I want to drag this because I want everything to be on the same line. Perfect. So we have this monthly recap. You can put in a summary of everything that is supposed to be here. You can now change the picture. I'll change it again. And then we have here, so you see, because this is a new template, and it's quite different from this one, we have to ensure that everything we do here in terms of branding has to reflect here. So the first thing to do is to change this color. So we'll come here, change it to pink. These border lines have to be pink. And so I change all to pink. And you see, we have that changed. So I'm just going to add in our content right now. So we have lawsuit visit. Where are you? Uh-oh. Okay, that's you. I have to close the tabs so that, yeah, perfect. Okay, so here we're just going to replace it. I double clicked and then I copied and pasted. So I don't want all of this part. I want the text to show properly. So you can see the text is already covering this aspect. So I'm just going to delete that and delete it and move it a little so I can delete this image. Delete grid, totally delete everything out. So I will change this to lasso. And then I have to also delete this because we don't want it here. Let's see, we can't add any other text there. So you see why we're deleting it. And then I can just expand it. And this text is so muddled up. I don't even like the font. Let's change it to a more simpler font. So they use Laura most of the time. So I'm just going to highlight and change everything to Laura. So Laura looks great. It's modeled up, so I'm going to put in some gaps. So, undo. So you see, we have that well outlined. So what we can do is come here and do pics. Oh no, let's do cross section of volunteers and hospital staff at Lassos. So I'm just going to put this in the middle and move this here, and that's already there. So I want to do something else. An idea just came to me. So this is going to be here. Let's change the font. Remember, everything has to be uniform. So I'm changing all just in case I forget. So I want to duplicate this text. So I will come here and duplicate, or you can do Control D. So you see, there's always a control button for everything. So I'm going to do Control D and bring it here. So I'm going to do this. So 1, so 2. I think this should come below. Yeah, great. So you see, we have this. I want to reduce the size so we don't. So as usual, reducing the size, you just have to pinch it, or you come here to reduce the number of the text size. So, and then I replace the pictures with one picture here, 1, and another one here, 2. So you see, this is the Lasso visit. So remember, this has page 1. You can decide that you want to number all the pages of your newsletter. So totally depends on you. You can decide to do that or you don't. So this is a simple way you can do it in case you want to. All you have to do is come here and highlight everything here. Ensure you group it so you don't misplace one on the way, and then you copy, you come here and paste. Canva will drop it right in the same place for you. And you can decide that this guy goes away, or you leave that guy there and just bring it down here. Although I don't know how that looks. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. Let's take it away. Let's take this guy away. Let's take this guy away. So here we have this. Now I want to do something else to these pictures. I don't want them to just be here looking at my face. So we're going to go to Elements, and I will come to Line and Shapes, click on See All, and I want this icon or shape. I want it to be on the images as a border. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I would push it to the back. So you see that this shape, this square or rectangle, whatever you call it, that I've put here is stopping the, is blocking this element that we have here. So I have to put it backwards so that it's not going to look crappy on the design. So we're just going to come to position. To do that, just click on backward. And you see, it's backward now, behind this image. So I'll click on it. I'm going to have to change the color to pink. And you see, actually looks better, yeah? So we're going to do the same thing to this image too. Where are you? Okay. So we're going to do the same thing to this image. I'll move it here. Close border, position, backward. And we're good to go. And I change the color. So I've changed the color now. You can see it actually looks better. It looks better. So I'm going to do the same to this picture. And we do that. And it actually looks great. Picture 2 is hidden. So when we've done this, our newsletter is actually halfway complete. Now, all that needs to be done is the remaining information to come into the document. So all we have to do is keep duplicating. To duplicate, you come to duplicate page, you highlight, double click, delete, and add the image, the text you want to add, change the image like I showed you, and you keep doing that. So you keep doing it. Now let's imagine that your newsletter is done. Now we want to create the last page. So to create the last page, I would always go back to the template because I don't want it to be the same. You understand? So I'm going to look for something that looks like what I want to do. So sometimes I put up something we call the gallery. Yeah, I usually do that. So if you have pictures of your different events and stuff you have done during the quarter, just come here, add that template based on what you want, and add the different pictures there. So now you can see something happen. The picture has actually been cut off from the head. Now, how do you bring that picture down? You double click, you see the image comes out, and then you drag it down to how you want it to be. And so I'm just going to replace all of this. Remember that when you're doing this, you would need to let us know what is happening in each picture if by chance you want to make use of this template. It's very important to do so because you don't want to assume that people know what the pictures are about. So you see, I've done that, and I'm just going to replace this with your website, www.kissinitiative.org. So there you have it. Branding again, we have to change the color. And I'm changing all that to that. I'm changing all this to what? No, let's do black. All this to black. I'm changing all this to pink. I have a pinky pink. So you see, oh, this guy. Okay, I've done that. And then usually my last page would be this. So the page before that, which I was supposed to do first, I'm just going to add a page. Now, you see, I added a page, but this came first. So what you can do is to move it up. So you see this arrow here, you click on it, it comes up. So my last page would usually be contact us page. So I'll come again to the templates. I always come again to template and then look for one thing that I like that I want to use, and I will just use this one. So let's change it to, or should we use another one? Hold on. Okay, let's delete this and add a page and use this one. So here we're going to change the color to white and ensure that we put in all the elements. So all the elements, pictures, I'll change this to contact us. And then you put in your contact details and delete everything that is not supposed to be there. So I like to move things at once, so I'm not going to be stressing myself to remove them one by one. So contact us page is set. Move it up. You see why I like to move things one together as a group, so that one guy isn't left behind. Great. So colors again. Is to reach out. Colors as usual. Change all. And change all. So our newsletter is ready. Totally ready. When you're done, ensure that you download. Now, when you're done creating your newsletter, you come here to the share button and you click on download. Now, you're not downloading as a PNG. You have to download it as a PDF print, so that people can get the best quality of it. So you click on download and you would have it right there on your computer. And then you can upload it. You see, it's right here. And then you can upload it to your Drive, or you share with as many people as possible via emails. So I want to show you one last thing before I go. I want to create a mock-up, something you can post on social media or something you can share with people after you have created your newsletter. You want to ensure that your newsletter gets to as many people as possible. I'm trying to change this. Okay, so what you do is come to the share button, you click on download. We are downloading this as a PNG, but we are not downloading all pages. We are just going to download page 1. So you download page 1. And then I'm going to come to home to search for Instagram post. So on Instagram posts, you can see we have templates here too. I'm going to search for mockup. Let's see what mockup brings. So mockup will bring something like this. You see, I used a keyword and the keyword brought out something. So your keywords are very important when you're searching for anything on Canva. Okay, so you can use mockup. I'm just going to create something simple, nothing complicated. This will just ensure that you're able to share something beautiful with people when they want to, when you finish designing your newsletter, to let them know your newsletter is now available. And guys, I would like you to create yours, and please tag me on Instagram so that I know that you have created yours, you have used this. This tutorial was really helpful for you. So I'm going to be using this. All I have to do is delete this text. You can use any one, by the way. You can use any one that catches your fancy, but I'm going to just use this. So I'm going to come up to elements and search for frame. So let's use grid. So I'm going to search for grid. What grid does is it helps you to reduce the size of the image properly. You see, it has 4 edges. 1, 2, 3, in fact, different sides. So you can reduce evenly, but that frame will not allow you to do that. Do you get? So I'm putting it here, but you see the way it is, it's not properly seated. So I'm going to come here and turn it to ensure that it fits the frame of this tablet. So you see, I still have to make it a little bit perfect. Yeah. And then I'm going to move it down a little. Let's see. I'm just reducing it from the edges to make it look perfect. So someone won't even know that it was fixed in there. It looks good, yeah? So you remember that picture we downloaded? We're going to upload it here as a media because it's on my laptop. You can see it here. I'm just going to go there, copy it. Not copy, sorry. Upload it to the media section in Canva. And then I would put it right here and just drag it here to the top. So you can see it's already here. You can use this to advertise to people. I want to make it wider. Oh, we can't because of the way it is. So you can use this to advertise to people. Or let's do something else that people can see easily. Let's look for a more closer template. A more closer template for the mock-up that people can easily see. Now, please don't use the what is it called, the laptop template, because of the way, the format in which you use to download your newsletter. It might just distort the whole sizing and all of that. So you would preferably use an iPad like this, or you would use the phone. Makes it better. So we have this simple thing, and I think this is closer. You see, people can see the front cover. I have created your mock-up. All you need to do is just download it and go on social media and share. So yeah, that's exactly how you can create your own newsletter in Canva, and also create a template that you can use to share with everyone. I hope this helped you.